I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, but I am an addict. I'm addicted to winning. Winning, not in the Vince Lombardi winning, but kind of kind of related, I'm addicted to winning in sports gambling right now. Like, holy cow, it's so bad. I wake up, I go on the app, I check the promos, I bet on sports I've never even heard of. Well, no, I've heard of them, but like I can't believe they even exist. I don't know who the players are. I don't know anything. I'm just betting constantly. It's so bad. And yeah, it's worse than my gaming addiction. Like, I'm not really addicted to games, like video games anymore, but I guess I'm addicted to gambling now. Like, holy cow. I'm recently turned 32, and my whole life I've been brought up like, don't gamble, don't gamble, don't gamble. But like, life is a gamble. So how can I avoid gambling, you know? But man, the feeling you get when you win a game. I was on a Discord call with someone. We were watching like the basketball game at the time, and I'd never watched basketball in my life until last month or 2 months ago, whenever the finals were happening. And after like some weird bet of like a player prop I won, I don't even remember what it was. Like I was like, yes, hell yes, or whatever I was saying. Right? My friend was like, dude, I haven't heard you that happy in like a long time. I was just like, dang, that's pretty messed up, right? Because since I've known that guy, I've accomplished a bunch of things I wanted to accomplish. I've like had good moments when that person was there, and yeah, he was like, dude, that's like the happiest I've ever heard you. And I was just like, that's crazy. It's some basketball game. I don't follow basketball at all, and I don't even remember who the players. I don't even remember which teams were playing because I bet on all the games of the, not all of them, but like a lot of the playoff games. But I will say I do have one of the best approaches to sports gambling, and I call it free to play sports gambling. I know not everyone can do this, but I'm able to because I do have discipline, believe it or not. So I don't think I'll be losing money sports gambling. So, I mean, I hope not. But like, yeah, like as I said before, like I don't do drugs, I don't smoke and stuff. Like I tried them all. Well, not all the drugs, but I tried some. But like, yeah, I just don't get addicted to things that easily unless it's like, I don't know, gaming related, I guess. And in this case, it's sports gaming or whatever. But I'm free to play gambling. So what I do is, or what I did is, I just put $100. That's my limit. $100 is my limit. I put it in, get all their promos, and take the money out as soon as I got like all the promos, right? And if they ask me to put more money in, I put more money in, but then I take it back out like a few days later. And I've noticed that like the sports books, at least the one I use, they like don't care that you do that. So I just got like a ton of free bets and stuff, and then I just play with the house money that I got from the free bets. So yeah, like as long as I never lose more than I put in, like it's free to play, right? And the promos, like they're fun. Obviously, like for any idiot watching this right now, like don't think you can beat the casino or like the sports book or the bookie, whatever you want to call it, because it's just a math equation for them, right? Unless you're like super min maxing or whatever, which I bet you're not. Like 99.99% of you are not, right? Don't do it. Like don't don't get addicted, man. But I could imagine being in Rome or whatever back in the day and going to the Colosseum and like gambling on that. That would have been awesome. Like wow. You have like I don't know what matchups they had, but I'm sure they had like tiger versus like elephant or something like that. Like that would have been really fun to watch. You know how nowadays we're like, oh, who would win like Bruce Lee or like whoever, right? Or we're like, oh, would this boxing guy beat this MMA guy? Like we do that today, right? And we wonder because the fights never happen. And back in Rome, like that stuff happened all the time, and they'd like fight to the supposed death too. Like I heard that's a meme. Like sometimes they don't fight to the death, sometimes they do. But like you can't get that same entertainment nowadays. Like MMA is the closest thing you can get to that, but it's not the same as like fighting with a spear or something like that, right? Like holy cow, it would have been awesome being there. But obviously everything else during that time frame is a bit worse. But yeah, like free to play gambling, it's pretty good. It's actually led to some productive stuff for me, believe it or not. But yeah, life has just been kind of dry for me. So uh, maybe that's why I kind of picked up gambling, which is obviously like a pretty bad sign, right? But I mean, I keep my bets very, very low size, so I could probably last for a while. Like I just mainly do the promos and then I focus on like my main sports that I follow or whatever, which is like hockey and like I'm gonna do football, but football season hasn't happened yet. Like hockey was pretty good. Um, yeah, like I really like hockey, but I made this sports betting model, so I actually like taught myself how to do a little bit more of like application development because of this stupid sports betting thing. Like nothing else made me want to learn it more than this. So hopefully my like NHL model in the future, like next year, works pretty well. I have like a very crappy version of it right now, but I have like the whole summer to kind of like perfect it or whatever, right? And I don't know. I think I'm gonna kick the bookies' butts in come October or whatever, right? But I know there are optimal ways to like gamble or whatever. Like the real, I'll just tell you guys, like the best way to do it is to compare all the prices from like every single sports book out there and try to like find the best odds or even find like positive expected value bets. And it's like you could do that, but that defeats the whole point of sports betting. If I make money from like doing the arbitrage or whatever, like it's not fun. So it's like, what's the point of doing it? Also, you have to like open like 50 sports books or whatever, and then like it's just so much work. Like at that point, just get a job, right? So I don't know why people do that because you probably make more money just like working most jobs out there. And like I'm in it for the like love of the game. I'm not in it to like make money. I think that's like the best attitude to have on it. Like obviously it is a bankroll management simulator, right? That's kind of what I call it. I'm like, oh, I'm not gambling. I'm playing a video game. And like I know people have spent more on video games than I have on gambling, right? Because I've actually gained money from it. But like even if I lost the 100, like I've spent more on League of Legends skins like 10 years ago. So what's the difference, right? Um, but yeah, like don't do the arbitrage stuff. It's like don't try to make money from sports gambling or sports betting because if you do too well, like they ban you anyways, right? So if you put the time in to get like really, really good at it, it doesn't matter because by the time you're actually making real money, they kick you off and then you're like, oh, I wasted all this time gaining this one skill that's completely useless now. Well, it's not completely useless. You can open accounts in your mom, your dad's, your brother's, sister's name, and like all your friends' names and whatever. But it's like people just think you're sketchy if you do that. Like I don't know. Like maybe you could get away with doing it, but like after some point you can't do it anymore. So yeah, it's like one of the worst things to like invest in. But if you're doing it for fun, I think that's perfectly fine, right? It's like kosher or whatever. Because I mean, I'm either doing that or I'm playing League of Legends, right? Or I'm playing TFT or I'm playing Marvel Rivals. Whatever game I'm like playing, it's like it's the same thing. It's like a waste of time, right? But it's pretty fun, pretty fun. And you get like super pissed and stuff. Like, my God, I had this. What was it? It was 10 or 12 leg parlay, and as soon as I made it, I was like, yeah, that money's gone. I think it was like $10 or whatever. But the thing is, I won the first like four events that day, and I was just like, oh God, like this is stupid, whatever. It's like it's still so far off. You have to win like 6 or 8 more legs, right? And then I won every single one except for the last one. And by the time it got to like two left, 2 legs left, I was like, oh man, I actually can win. And I forget what the payout was. I think it was like a couple $100 or whatever, right? I don't remember the exact number. But man, I just wish I just lost it right at the start because I still have not hit on one of those yet. But soon in time, I guess. We'll just have to see, right? But yeah, I wake up, I check the promos, do the promos on sports I've never heard of, players I've never heard of, and yeah, like crazy stuff. And then of course I make bets in my like main sports or whatever, right? Because yeah, those are the most fun to do. Because if you win, you feel like you actually predicted something. But I don't know, like let's put sports gambling aside. Like I think betting is actually a really healthy skill for society, believe it or not, because so many people they say stuff, they're like, oh, this will happen, oh, that will happen. But then when I ask them to put money to it, they never do, which means that they don't actually believe in their point, right? And through betting, you can do that. And I wish there was like more like fair markets of betting. Like there are some out there, but it's impossible to do fully. Like the best is just to do a one-on-one thing and pray the other person pays up if they lose. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of people shut up when you ask them to actually put money on it. So I wish more people were like that because people say things and they just have no idea what they're talking about and they are unwilling to put any skin in the game. And they always like say like other words afterwards for their reasons for not doing it, which is hilarious, right? Because I thought they believed in it, but I guess not. But yeah, I just am wondering if anyone else is out there that also is addicted to sports betting, but also in what I call a healthy way. I'm sure everyone calls it that, right? But yeah, I've gained like 800 some bucks from it, so that's kind of cool, right? And like I already took all my initial budget out, so free to play, free to play. Like I guess you could try it, right? I'm not even gonna put my promo code down below because I know it can hurt a lot of people. But yeah, my whole life I've been told don't gamble, don't gamble, don't gamble. In fact, my dad told me stories as a kid about how one of his friends was one of those promoters at one of the casinos up in I think New Jersey. And yeah, that guy he quit his job because he drove so many people to suicide. And it's like that's pretty scary, right? Like that's why I reached 30 some years without gambling until now. And like none of my siblings gamble because they heard that story. So I'm literally the only one and it took so long, right? Because that whole stuff. But I mean, honestly, I probably should heed his warning, but I am like super disciplined, so I don't think I'll deviate from that. Like if anyone watched my like financial channel stuff, they know that like I don't make mistakes like that. So yeah, I make other mistakes. I make plenty of other mistakes in life, but when it comes to not doing something because or like not going past the limit, like I do not go past limits ever. So, um, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know if you also experience this and if you are also doing it in a healthy way and describe what the healthy way is down in the comments, I guess. But I'll see you guys all in the next chat.